Hi, I'm Sriniketh Krishnan. You can call me Shri. I'm a year 4 materials engineering student. NTU Peak was a very eye-opening and insightful experience because I had the opportunity to work with team members of very different backgrounds, and that's what drew me to the program too. I was interested by how people from different backgrounds had different kinds of contributions to the team. None of us had really had a background in sustainable technologies or IT, but we were able to contribute in different manners. I had a friend who was a chemistry student, but she was really good at consolidating information from a lot of papers and different sources. I had a business student who explained what a business model was to me, and I had a student who was a really good thinker, so he was like our assigned devil's advocate. He would rush through every idea. So we were able to allot various roles depending on what our competencies were. So this was the first time I'd really participated in a case challenge kind of competition. I was initially intimidated, but once I'd gotten into the program, I realized that there were a lot of support systems, including our mentor in our company, as well as the friends I had around me. I was able to get through that part. So in terms of knowledge and skills that I'd gained, I'd learned about a completely different industry, which was the industry of smart cities and smart buildings, something that I really didn't know about earlier. And in terms of skills, I realized that, as our design thinking expert had told us in the beginning, most of this entire process is really understanding the problem we have at hand. So I realized that question asking was a very underrated skill, and that's what we did for 3 weeks. We just asked questions in a variety of ways, asking our mentors, asking online, asking our friends. And then the end of it was coming up with a solution. Challenge, exploration, and growth. Challenge because I think it's a pretty intense program. In a period of 1 month, not only are you supposed to understand what the company does, understand what's happening in the industry, understand what the company wants from you, but you're also supposed to come up with a feasible and viable solution. In terms of exploration, I think that followed after we acknowledged what the challenge was. It was about consolidating a lot of sources of information. It was about asking the right questions. It was about being honest with what we knew and what we didn't know. And finally, growth, because at the end of all this, when we were able to build up our knowledge and skills, I think I personally, at least, have grown so much in how confident I am about solving problems and about presenting a coherent solution. Yeah, I would highly recommend that my peers join this program, even if you don't have experience in competitions like this before. In fact, I wouldn't even think of it as a competition. I would think the more important part of the program is really the journey from the beginning to the final performance. I think that entire process is the most important part, where you learn more about industry trends, where you learn more about how your strengths can be amplified, and learn more about how you can work in a really diverse team. It's an opportunity you shouldn't miss.